How's it going, guys? It's Ravaged, and welcome to a Preist 5.3 PvP guide for healing in arenas, battlegrounds, and everything like that. I just want to make it known that I did hit 90 literally a day ago, less than 24 hours, and I've been playing this Preist massively, and been capping, and with still leveling greens. I mean, I have 372 fucking trinkets, and I just got 1550 easily. So honestly, this guy is going to help you with everything you need to know to easily get 1550. I'm not guaranteeing it. I mean, you can be a complete retard, but I'm going to give you guys as much help as I can, honestly. And this is everything you do need to know for 5.3. This is pretty much the standard for this Preist. Nothing really. There's not really many variations, maybe specifically going against different comps, but for the main part, you want to follow this guide and overall gems, talents, and add-ons that I'm going to be showing you guys. So I'm just jump right into it. The main part, probably most of you guys are here, it's for the talents. You're going to want to use Siphons. I can't say how many times to save my ass. If you know what Siphon is, basically let's see here. It's you put this little baby on the ground, and he fears anyone around you, anyone within, I don't even know, it's a 20-yard radius for 10 seconds, which is such a great thing. I mean, you can't beat that. It's excellent. It's another CC. It's excellent. Besides that, body and soul is the next one you're going to use. This is the only variation you can go between. You can go between body and soul or phantasm. And I think if you're running threes, you're going to want to go with phantasm, just because when you fade, you remove movement impairing effects upon yourself and unhinder your movement speed for 5 seconds, which is really good if you're getting piled in threes. I just like using body and soul a lot because right now I'm running twos a lot with a hunter, and he loves the speed boost. I mean, when you shield, you get the speed boost, and who the hell does not love speed boost? I mean, it's excellent, it's awesome, it's beautiful. So I prefer body and soul, but I think when I start running threes more, I'll either make a different spec or I'll just change over to phantasm. So those are your two choices there: speed boost or basically another trink. From then on, you're gonna want to go definitely from darkness comes light. Basically, you have a 50% chance when you smite, heal, flash of heal, binding heal, or greater heal to cause your next flash of light to become instant. Limit 2 charges. So basically, it's being a holy pally pretty much, and it'll help you out in some cases. I haven't had it proc much, but it is better than the other two. Next up is Desperate Prayer. This will save you so much, so many times. So when every 2 minutes you can heal yourself for 30% of your total health. It's boom, done, and very simple. If you're running against a healing comp in 2s, 3s, and 5s, you're gonna be in there for a while, so you're gonna be able to use it a lot of times, and it'll save you. When I usually use it in combination with life swap, so I life swap so I take on the majority of the damage, so I have lower HP, and then I use that to heal back up quickly. So it does pay off definitely in combination with life swap, I have to say. After that's power infusion. Infuses the priest's power, increasing all spellcasting speed by 20% and damage by 5%, and reducing all mana cost by 20% for 20 seconds. It's basically kind of like a one-shot. I put that in my one-shot macro. You can use it every 2 minutes, so it helps out when you're getting bursted, stacked, or you need to pop out some massive heals quickly. After that, Divine Star. I think the funnest ability out of all of them. Basically, you just shoot a star out, and it goes and it heals and it comes back and it heals, and also does damage. So I use it to pop in damage, I use it to pop in heals. Overall, it's really fun, really good, really effective, and better than the other two choices. So after that, Glyphs. This is pretty standard, like I said again. Prayer of Mending. Your first charge, your Prayer of Mending, it heals an additional 60%, but it's reduced by 1 charge. I mean, your Prayer of Mending has a 10-second cooldown, so you're not going to be using it that much, seeing that it has 4 charges with this glyph. So the extra 60% first heal is good, because if you have a DPS who's getting stacked, you get out of a CC, launch it at them, you get another nice 70 to 100k heal right off the bat, on top of a power word shield. That can keep them alive for how long you need to. After that, you're going to want to use Inner Fire. It's a great ability, increases your armor. Normally Inner Fire only does it by 40%. Now after this, it makes it up to 90%, which makes it even less squishy and tanky, which if you need it, you could go with that. I would recommend it. I think besides that, you could be an asshole and you could run Reflective Shield, which is pretty funny. if you want to put out some more damage, the 40%, 45% of the damage you absorb is put back as damage towards the person who's attacking you. That's good. And then besides that, Master Spell causes your Master Spell to be potent enough to remove magical effects that are not normally undispellable. So you can use that to dispel a whole bunch of goodies, and it's really fun. Yeah, obviously you're gonna be disc. Now, gear-wise, excuse my messy inventory, but the gems you're going to be wanting are the Solid River's Heart for 5.3. They got rid of the base Resil cap, so now everybody has a 65% base Resil, so you're not going to want to be gemming Resil anymore. And also PvP power is pretty much useless unless you're going to be doing some weird shit that I don't really even know. So I just recommend going with the gems that I'm telling you to. Noxic and everybody else recommends this as well, so it's pretty much good. So, you're going to want to go Solid River's Heart for 240 stam, increase your health. Health is always good, and going against other people who have the River's Heart, it's going to be even better to make you even more, tankish. After that, for reds, you're going to want to go with 160 Intel, the Brilliant Primordial Ruby. And then for yellows, you're going to want to go with the Puissant Wild Jade, 160 Mastery, and 120 Stam. You can also change it out for ones that do haste. I haven't really seen that much though, and I really recommend the stand boost. It does help you out in the long run. So overall, that's pretty good. Macros, I don't really use that many macros. Unfortunately, like I said, I've been playing this guy for a day, so I really haven't made that many macros yet. But macro-wise, I am using the Shadow Fiend macro and basically like an oh shit macro. So my Shadow Fiend macro, it basically just casts Shadow Fiends at a target, at an arena target, so I don't have to unfocus. I have my target frame and then mine focus here, and when I run twos, everything I need to heal is right here in this portion of the screen. And I don't want to click off to another thing to focus it or to target it when I could just press this button and it automatically does it for me, you know. So it saves time, it'll save my ass, I can get some mana back easily, so I think it's pretty good. So basically all that is hashtag show tooltip /cast no mod comma at arena 1 Shadow Fiend or /cast modifier shift at arena 2. So basically if I hold down shift, it'll cast at arena 2. Hold down just Z, it'll just cast that regular again. All shit macros pretty much just power word, infusion, and inner focus combined. Really simple. I'd pop my probably use Trink in there also. And then after that, you know, the meta socket, you're gonna want to go with the 432 spirit and 3% increased crit strike. If you find yourself having a lot of mana and not really running out easily, then you can go with the increased intel gem. But besides that, it's a pretty fun class, I have to say, to play. Overall, it's really balanced and easily probably the top healing class right now in 5.3. I definitely recommend it, and they're beautiful to play. So I hope you guys had an excellent time. If you have any questions, like I said, this is my second day playing this guy, so I will be able to help you out if you have any specific questions or just overall generalizations. And if I fucked up, let me know. I am willing to admit that I could have some problems, but I think overall this is a very strong guide and you should follow it generally. But feel free to make personal changes, because for the most part, personal changes will help you out when it comes down to making a build that is for you. So I hope you guys have an excellent time, and thank you for watching.